is, compositionally speaking, the simplest of the alcohols. It's actually ubiquitous in the environment. There's small traces of its vapor in the atmosphere, but atmospheric methanol is easily oxidized by sunlight.
Is it toxic?
Ingesting 10 milliliters of it will cause permanent blindness, and as little as 30 is potentially fatal.
Well, these victims had between 5 and 6 ounces in their lungs.
You know, if they were immersed in it, they would have died even without ingesting or inhaling it. When absorbed through the skin, it depresses the central nervous system to an unsustainable degree.
Well, what's it used for?
What isn't it used for? A solvent, an antifreeze. In World War II, the Germans used it for rocket fuel. It's used in winemaking. Its most commonplace use, however, though, is in the creation of other chemicals. Methanol can become plastic, plywood, paint, explosives, permanent press textiles. It's essentially the chemical used to separate other chemicals from each other.
Can it be bought? Is it tracked?
California's got some of the strictest environmental laws in the country. I'm sure it's regulated.
Yeah, but methanol is also used in making biofuels, which quite a few people have been doing at home. I'd imagine the sale of it is fairly commonplace.
But he needs enough in which to immerse a body.
The main molecule talked about in this scene is methanol. As shown in this drawing, methanol consists of 1 carbon, 3 hydrogens, and a hydroxide. Methanol is made up of all single bonds and 2 lone pairs on the oxygen.
As you can see, the atom oxygen has a high electronegativity value, making it so that other atoms are attracted to it. The only reason this molecule is polar is because of oxygen.
As shown in this diagram, methanol has a functional group. The normal hydrocarbon methane is transformed into methanol by adding the functional group hydroxide instead of a normal hydrogen. The functional group hydroxide turns the hydrocarbon into an alcohol.
Methanol is the simplest of the alcohols. This is because it only has 1 carbon.
Methanol is found everywhere in the environment. Small traces of it are found in the atmosphere. It is oxidized by sunlight. This causes it to vaporize very quickly.
Methanol is also very toxic because 10 milliliters will cause blindness and 30 milliliters is potentially fatal. It also depresses the central nervous system.
Methanol can also be used to make biofuels. It is biodegradable, meaning it is an organic compound that can be broken down. It is cleaner than fossil fuels and even has a half-life of 1 to 7 days, meaning it quickly breaks down.
It's most commonly used in the production of other chemicals because it can easily separate them. This shows that it can be used as a catalyst in many decomposition reactions.
Methanol is also used as a solvent, antifreeze, rocket fuel, and winemaking. Because it is a solvent, methanol can easily dissolve other molecules into it.
Hi. I am going to... Where is my address? Hey, how do you say this? Cahuenga.
Cahuenga.
Can I just give this to you? Thank you. I don't really know my...
No, it's okay. I got you. I got you.
Sir, there's something... Sir, there's something... Sir, please open the door! Sir, please open... Sir, I can't get out! Please open the door!
In this second scene, chloroform is used to knock out the lady in the cab. This is showing various gas laws we learned in Unit 6. The volume of the gas was increased, and gas has a tendency to spread out in the container that it is placed in.
The volume of the gas increasing causes the concentration of the gas to increase in the back of the car, causing her to be affected more quickly and efficiently. By asking for the driver to open the door, this would decrease the concentration of the chloroform in the car, allowing the gas to escape.
The use of him closing the glass door stopped him from being affected by the gas. This is due to the fact that gas takes up the volume of its container, so by shutting the glass door it separates them, decreasing the volume of the container the gas will take up, protecting the driver.
As you can see, this episode of Criminal Minds can be used to review the many topics and units we have learned this year.
Obviously, we didn't pretend, and you shouldn't either. Case closed.